And you've talked a couple of times about like Simpsons Hit and Run being an inspiration for the game. And I
Mm,
think in that way that does really apply as well. Like you very quickly in that game start to learn how to get back to the Simpsons house, how to get to various other points of interest on the map,
mm,
and you start to learn little shortcuts to jump over things that
mm.
may not be the first idea to get there, but it works and it's quicker and
Yeah,
it's just kind of fun to do.
it's exactly that. I looked a lot at a lot of the Sims maps because yeah, a lot of them are actually just loops.
Mm-mm.
It's just a track. It's actually not a huge convoluted land.
Mm-mm.
So I think we sort of nailed it pretty well with our little island where it is bigger than what it, or it feels bigger than what it actually is.
Mm. So I
And
do
then yeah,
want to
like you
sort
said,
of.
we've got shortcuts and stuff too. So
Mm. So obviously that was an inspiration, but what do you find were other inspirations for the game? Even things that might not necessarily be like obvious inspirations, where it's like, oh, like this is art style. Like it might like something entirely different that have you found inspired the game? Because I've always every time I ask this question, I always get, oh, here are like the things that are like obvious inspirations, and then it's some random thing like that has not how does what are you even saying? And there's usually some good
I'll
explanation for it.
yeah, I'll tease you. I'll do the
Mm-mm.
ones which are sort of obvious, and then
Okay.
I'll give you the special ones. So the
Yeah,
obvious
yeah.
ones, we went for Mario Kart just
Mm-mm.
because it's the market we want to go for. The controls, everyone knows that was a huge inspiration.
Mm-mm.
Things like yeah, Simpsons Hit and Run, a little bit of Crazy Taxi,
Mm.
GTA as well
Mm.
because we're trying to make a kids GTA.
Right, right.
Um, Simplicity things like Spyro, the music and stuff, sort of Banjo Kazooie esque as well, and also with the
Okay.
humor.
Yeah.
So that sort of thing. The more unique ones are because Logan and I we play different games.
Right.
I play a lot of Elder Scrolls Online, so
Right.
a lot of the customization system comes from that because
Right.
on there you can dye your different armor slots and stuff like that. Like there's a
Mm-mm.
lot of customization. And I love customization, so I'm like, we're going to have that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I think even on your tires, you can change the trim, you can change the center, and like there's so much you can do. For a lot of the UI stuff, Logan plays a lot of Genshin Impact. So,
Right.
so achievements and stuff like that, it's like this weird hybrid between Elder Scrolls Online and Genshin Impact,
Uh-huh.
just those sort of things.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So those are probably the two weirder ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've not played Elder Scrolls Online myself. I did used to play a lot of RuneScape. Um,
Mm,
so I've definitely had that MMO fix before, and with the whole like coloring your like gear, I did play a lot of Final Fantasy 14, which has that same sort of
yeah,
system. And in the latest expansion, they introduced a way to apply two dyes to your gear, so you can have more customization. It's nowhere near as much customization as some games out there, but it's
yeah.
something that they very much appreciate. And yeah, Genshin. We're not doing. No, I'm not. I'm not going to play another gacha game. I've done that too many times in my life.
Yeah, no, I haven't even played it. He's the one that does it, and if I need anything, I'll ask him.
Mm-hmm.
He'll just send me screenshots of like, oh, what about this sort of pop up style,
Mm-hmm.
or even like the quest tracker and stuff like that. It's like a weird hybrid between yeah, Genshin or Elder Scrolls Online.
Mm-hmm. Maybe this is a bit of a tougher question, but
Mm.
hopefully not. Why is this the kind of game that you wanted to do?
It's it's a mix.
Mm.
So it started off, I think, yeah, it was like a student project thing.
Mm.
Um, and I
At
made the whole
AIE at university?
yeah,
Yeah.
I
Okay.
yeah. So I made a demo just in 2 days and whacked it together,
Mm-hmm.
and like it was actually okay. It was fun. Um, but then yeah, later on I just sort of expanded on it, and I just wanted a fun game.
Mm.
Like I said, I played with my son. I went to play the Bluey game.
I didn't know that
It's
existed, but it doesn't
horrible.
make
It's
sense. It makes sense why the
yeah,
Bluey game. Let's see.
it's a horrible, horrible
Bluey.
game. Um,
Um,
so I was like, I
Adventure.
want to play a fun game.
Mm.
Um, and like, there's still lots of fun games out there, but it wasn't the one that was sort of scratching the itch I had.
Mm. Mm.
I was like, we'll just make it instead. Make it funny, make it silly.
I'm trying
Do
to
the kids
find.
GTA thing.
I'm trying. Oh, here we go. I was trying to find the game. Most of it seems to just be a Bluey episode. It's like we have it's like Bluey episode and then like a minute of gameplay and then go back to the Bluey episode.
Mm.
Because I guess for kids that are really obsessed with Bluey, I guess it's probably something that like yeah, I get it, right?
Yeah, but a lot of other kids games as well, like even like kids mobiles games and stuff, like they're
Oh
whole they're horrible. They're just terrible games.
yeah, yeah.
And kids aren't stupid.
Mhm,
Like they just haven't learned certain things yet.
mhm.
But I remember being like tiny, like yeah, 5 or even younger, playing games. Like you learn, you have fun with it.
Yeah,
And as
yeah.
soon as you sort of treat the kids like they're stupid, then you sort of lose that sort of
Mm.
fun to it.
Yeah, like I think the first game that I played where it genuinely had some level of complexity to it is Underground 2. I don't remember how old I
Mm,
was when I played it, but Need for Speed Underground 2 is it's a really good game. Like it's
mm,
not like a game that it's like oh you played it as a kid, it's not actually that good. No, it's like genuinely one of the best Need for Speed games that's ever been made, and people will still
yeah.
argue about which one's the best. Like either that or like Most Wanted. Maybe
Yeah.
the Pro Street people come out sometimes. They want to get bullied.
Mm,
Anyway, but yeah, there is definitely that problem with kids game where it's like this is like it's made to be a kids game, right? Like it's not that like the intention is to be for kids and only for kids. And
mm,
when there are games now, like there's Fortnite, right? There's
mm.
I've got younger nieces and nephews that are really big on Roblox, and Roblox has it's got garbage games, of course,
Oh
but
yeah,
there
yeah.
are some actually really
Mm,
good games on Roblox as well. And
mm,
I like when you're in a space where there's that and things that are like that much more engaging,
mm.
unless you're something like Bluey can get away with doing that because it's Bluey. It's
It's just
like
the IP.
yeah,
Yeah.
like Bluey is how people now will look. But like, if you're in like your how old are you?
Uh,
You're
34.
okay. So you're a bit older than
Yeah.
me then.
Yeah.
But there's gonna be shows that you would have watched as a kid where everyone that are around your age also saw as a kid.
Mm.
Like you can talk to anyone who's 34 and like, oh, I saw that show. We have this like
Yeah.
shared sort of knowledge. Um,
Always The Simpsons.
yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. Simpsons is going to apply for a lot of people though. Um,
It's weird when it doesn't.
yeah.
Then it's a bit funny, yeah.
I guess for like kids now, Simpsons isn't anywhere near as popular as it used to be.
Yeah, because I didn't have that 6 o'clock time slot and you
Right,
watch that before the news or something like that.
right.
Wow. Yeah.
But like for people that are my age, like think back on the early Pokemon seasons, Beyblade, things like that. And Bluey is gonna be that series that people who are like 8 to 10 now, they're gonna think back when they're like in their 20s, like everyone they knew watched Bluey. And
Yeah,
when it's that much of a cultural phenomenon, you can get away with having a game that's not really that good, right?
yeah, yeah. Which is true. It's disappointing, but true.
Mm-mm. To be fair, I think back on the movie tie-in and cartoon tie-in games I had as a kid, and there's movie tie-in games especially. There's some rough ones out there.
Yeah,
Think back on most of the Harry Potter games and a lot of other
yeah.
things like that. Like
But
a lot
they
of the
have this.
Spider-Man games or Superman games
Mm.
were not great either.
They've got this weird like charm to it as well, though, which
Mm.
is weird. Because I remember playing, I think it was like a Tarzan game, which I
Mm.
loved, and there was like I think a Hercules, like for the Disney's Hercules one. I
Mm.
loved that
Mm.
one. But like, I don't know, you could critique it and they're not good.
Yeah, yeah.
Like certain controls and stuff, or just a whole bunch of things just aren't great.
Mm.
But there's just something like, I don't know, good about it.
Mm.
And I'm hoping we can sort of capture that same thing where like we're not doing anything amazing, breaking,
Mm.
make GTA numbers or
Right,
anything
right,
like
right.
that. But just something enough that some kid somewhere is going to have nostalgic memories of it, just like they would a shitty movie tie-in game. That's
I
all
think you
right.
should aim a bit higher than shitty movie tie-in game.
Yeah.
I think you got something a lot better than that. Um, but like, I see what you're going for there. Like, you want to have something where, like, you want to make a game that is not just here's a throwaway kids game. It is something that you can like genuinely have fun with, and it's not just there for the sake of keeping the kid entertained.
Yeah, exactly. And like the kid's not just going to forget about it. It's going to be one that they sort of remember fondly, hopefully. I think, like going back to other examples, there's one for games. There's one called A Dog's Life, which
This is
I played
ringing a
as a kid.
bell.
I loved. Yeah, it wasn't a huge financial success, but I'm pretty sure like anyone that played it loved it. And you basically, yeah, just run around as a do very simple stuff. So we sort of want to try and do something like that where it's just wholesome, sort of fun, but also silly. I know in that game you can do a poo, then pick up your poo and throw it at people. But I don't think that was the gameplay. I think it's just something that you could do.
Yeah, I can definitely very quickly tell your sense of humor, and it kind of makes sense with some of the prior stuff that well, some of the stuff you already said, and like the previous game you talked about.
So it's just childish body humor, I guess. It's funny.